is a decentralized. Decentralized simply means the organization is not owned by anybody. There is no CEO. The CEO, the owner of the idea, renounced it and he left it open to the community. It's no longer a one-man organization. It is owned by everybody that he decides to be part of it. So we all have equal shares to this organization. It is autonomous because whatever happens, it is automatic. It's automated. There is no one seated in the office somewhere programming or engineering what I'm about to show you. So that is what you are here to listen to. You are here to listen to a DAO project. Okay, as you can see here on my introduction, it says Oracle Global Autonomous Financial Ecosystem. It is returning finance to its trusted contract nature. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just to kickstart the presentation, I am not a financial advisor, and what I'm about to share here is not financial advice. You are free to do your own due diligence, and crypto is risky. Okay, crypto is considered a risky business. So you should be able to understand that from the word go. What I'm about to show you is basically for financial information. I mean, for information purpose, okay? However, I am part of what I'm about to share with you. I have put in my money, so I'm not telling you something that I'm not doing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Oracle is not the first DAO, is not the first decentralized autonomous organization. Okay, there has been an already existing autonomous organization in the past that has been around since 2021. And the Oracle program, the Oracle project, they are copying the idea from these guys. You see how crypto behaves. Most of the projects that you see have come as an improvement of an existing project, including the most famous cryptocurrencies that you may know, like Bitcoin, right, like Ethereum. This came as a solution to a problem that had failed a previous project, all right? Then Bitcoin came as a solution to the fiat problems, all right? Then we have Ethereum, we have the Cardano. All these cryptocurrencies came as a solution to an existing problem that perhaps an existing project failed to deal with. Now, this is exactly what Oracle is trying to do. Oracle is trying to solve a problem that has been there that an existing project perhaps has failed to deal with. Now, this existing project is a successful project where Oracle is copying their ideology called the Olympus DAO. Now, the Olympus DAO is a community that decided to create their own currency. Now, if we talk about the community, you can refer to any group of people that have the same beliefs. Okay, Islam is a community, Christianity is a community. You can, mention it. Facebook, TikTok, these are communities. Now, think of Olympus DAO as a community that decided to come up with their own currency. But now, for them, instead of getting their currency being backed by gold, or a fiat currency like US dollar, Olympus DAO, they said, no, 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 no. We want our currency to be backed by another cryptocurrency. So they chose to, most of our stable coins are, in fact, all of our stable coins like USDT, if you are familiar with crypto, these stable coins are backed by a fiat currency. USDT is backed by US dollar. Okay. Now, for the DAO project, for the Olympus DAO project, they decided to create a token called OHM. And this token, this cryptocurrency, was to be backed by another cryptocurrency, which is a stable one called a DAI. That's very important. Take note of that. Now, the goal to do this is to help the OHM token, which is their currency, achieve a stable state altogether, to be a stable, decentralized cryptocurrency that can hold value over time. This is the goal. So what I'm about to show you, the Olympus DAO, is what they have been doing Oracle is trying to achieve a goal of making the ONF DAO token a stable, decentralized currency that can hold the value over time, that cannot plunge to zero value. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen how many of us here, you bought some coins, maybe in Binance, you have been buying several tokens, you know, the meme coins, mention them in the chat box, that went into floating loss and they could never recover. How many of us have experienced that? How many of you, you bought a coin, a meme coin, with no user case, and it has been down for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years? I was talking to a friend of mine, Julius, and was just showing me some of his tokens he bought in the previous bull run. They plunged to zero value, 90%, and they are still down. How many of us have experienced that? Now, this is what this Oracle is trying to do, to achieve a stable, decentralized cryptocurrency that can hold value over time. Now, how did the Olympus DAO achieve this goal quickly? Now, they did this through three mechanisms. Okay, they achieved this goal through three mechanisms. Mechanism number one is what we call staking. Now, what is staking? Staking in the Olympus DAO, these guys would do you do a participant like you and me, okay? You could go to the market where the coin is being traded, you know, people who are trading, buying to hold, you go and buy the already circulating tokens in the market, bring them in the ecosystem of Olympus DAO, and then you lock them. Now, what you are doing for the project, you are helping them to reduce the circulating supply, hence increasing the value or maintaining the value of the coin. So in so doing, they are going to reward you with more OHM token. Wow. Meaning your quantity won't remain the same. If you went and brought 10 tokens from the market, come and lock them in the system, the 10 tokens will cause you to receive more tokens. Now, that is exciting. Now, you can choose how long you are going to keep your tokens locked in their ecosystem. Is it a month, 2, 3, 4, 6 months? It's up to you. Now, the second mechanism is through bonds. The bonds, here the Olympus DAO gives you an opportunity to buy their tokens in the ecosystem. This time around, you are not buying on the market, you are buying in the ecosystem, and they give you the tokens at a cheaper price. What you are basically doing, you are providing them with liquidity that facilitates the minting process of these tokens. And so they are going to give you more tokens, increasing your quantity. Mechanism number three. These guys, what they did, they created another mechanism to maintain value called treasury bonds. In the treasury bonds is where a participant put money into the system via bonds, and this money will go into what we call a big digital treasure chest. Now, this treasure chest is going to work as a backup plan, just in case the sellers on the market have overtaken so much the buyers on the market. In case the supply is too much on the market and the price drops massively in the price drops on the market, the money in the treasury would help to back up this token price so that it can go back to a more stable price, hence achieving. So basically, these are three mechanisms. So anywhere you choose to participate in the project, you expect to be rewarded more tokens. So basically, it's like saying, no. Instead of putting my crypto on an exchanger and I spend 1 year waiting for this crypto to rise in price, and I spend 2 years waiting for this crypto to rise in price, I would rather lock my crypto in the ecosystem, and this ecosystem rewards me more crypto, so that in case after 1 year, after 2 years, the value has gone high, I can kill two birds with one stone. I can have more tokens, but also I can make more money because of the value. Give me a 2 if you are still with me. What an amazing mechanism. So you know what what it does? It relieves me from the stress of worrying that when the coin is going to go down in value. Hey, what if I buy it today at the price of $30 and tomorrow it goes at $10? No, I stop worrying and I just relax and wait my value, my quantity to rise. Because I know when the quantity rise, what I'm going to do, I will be able to get edged against the floating loss. Isn't that interesting, guys? Isn't that interesting? So, friends, this is exactly what Oracle DAO is doing. So, is Oracle a legitimate project? Well, from my due diligence, the project is really solid. Of course, these guys provide. Oracle is fully registered in USA, all right? But you know, these documents, anybody can come up with them. You can go and visit the government website, USA government website, just to verify. Now, let's look into the token issuance mechanism. How many tokens are there for ONF DAO? There are only 100 million tokens that will ever exist. The maximum supply is 100 million. You can go and check it on CoinMarketCap just for your confidence. Now, these 100 million tokens are distributed in this manner. All right? They are distributed in this manner. 10% of these tokens went to the founding team, the Genesis team. Whereas 10% of the tokens went to the institutional investors. Now, these two guys, they can only access their 20 million tokens, which is 20% in total, after 3 years. All right? They can only access their tokens after 3 years. So that gives us confidence that us who are participating in the project, we will not be rug pulled. Now, the remaining 80 million tokens, which is 80%, they are for the ecology system. Under the ecology, there is treasury bonds, meaning the market makers, you know, talk of the staking. This is where now we are earning from these 80 million tokens. Hello. Now, friends, a question for you. Do you think if you participate in this project after 5 years, there will be still those 80 million tokens for you who is waiting for 5 years? They will be out. So the earlier you join and start participating, people who participated in Bitcoin when the tokens that were circulating were less than 1 million have enjoyed a lot of money, because right now, out of the 21 million Bitcoins, only 1 million are left. Only 1 million are left. The rest have been mined and they are circulating. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all these other things, treasury bonds, what they are under the 80 million. Is the project really legit? Well, you can go and do your own research. You can visit different auditing sites that could give you confidence. Personally, I did my own research. You can go and get the contract address of this project from MarketCap, CoinMarketCap, put it in your auditing software. Like me, I use what I call the Aave.ai. Aave.ai shows me that the project is really safe. The risk is just 20%, which is very, very good. Most of the project, if it's above 50% risk rate, run away from it. It is not safe. But this project, Oracle, shows that, number one, it has been renounced. The owners cannot take back control. All right? It's a smart contract. Everything is on blockchain. Everything is open source. Admin privileges are abandoned altogether. It cannot, no trading cool down mechanism. It doesn't look like a handpot. So everything, you know what beats us in Africa? We don't do research. Our research is watching a 2-minute, 1-minute, 30-second clip on TikTok, and we have done research. Come on, bro. Come on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can also get that contract, put it in what we call the Binance scanner. This one will help you to separate a fake project to a legitimate crypto project. And when I put mine, it really showed that number one, the project is safe, because when I look at the address of the founding team, it shows that number one, the project has been renounced. Which is another confidence booster. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with this being said, allow me to get into the 3 ways that you are going to participate in the project and how you too can be able to earn from the 80 million tokens. Now, the first mechanism is through what we call the market maker and the treasury bonds. Now, the market maker and the treasury bonds, for you to participate in them, first of all, you are going to need 2 applications on your phone. You are going to go and download the Token Pocket wallet. Why do I recommend Token Pocket? Because the interface is very easy to navigate. You can be able to access ONF from even other wallets, other decentralized wallets, as long as it can, there is BNB, Smart Chain, you can access it. However, I recommend Token Pocket. Okay, so you can go and get Token Pocket on your Play Store or on your Apple Store, and you are going to also need one of the exchanges where the coin has been listed. So I use LBank and I also use JuCoin. Okay, but mainly you are going to need Token Pocket. Get some USDT, and this is what you are going to do. Now you can choose in the treasury bonds and market maker, get your USDT on your Token Pocket and come in the system and choose which bond you want to go for. You can choose the 30 days bond. Okay. You can also choose the 90 days bond. You can choose the 180 days bond. You can choose 360 bond. This one is not yet available. Now, what you are doing, remember I told you that in buying bonds, treasury or market maker, you are providing liquidity. Okay, you are providing liquidity and you are going to be rewarded. What is the reward? You are going to be rewarded 0.2 to 1%. But before I go on to that, let me just show you deposit rates. If someone says, okay, for me, I want to lock for 30 days, you are going to get a discount on the bonds of 10%. If you are locking in for 60 days, you are going to get a discount of 15%. If you lock in for 90 days, you are going to get a discount of 20%. If you lock in for 180 days, you are going to get a discount of 30%. Hope I've not jumbled them. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's like that. This is 30%. This is 20%. This is 15%. This is 10%. All right. Now, whichever bond that you have chosen to participate with, you are going to get between 0.2 to 1%, depending on the block production rate that time. Every 12 hours, you are going to get rewards of 0.2 to 1% every 12 hours. Now, let me show you something. If you have bought bonds over, let's say, 100 coins. So you provided liquidity, they gave you 100 tokens. Okay. And you lock them for 1 year. I'm going to paint that picture of 1 year. How many of us want big money? How many of us here, you want big money? Big money, like big money. Okay. So if you put in your 100 coins for 1 year in the bonds, in fact, it's the same. The reward rates are the same. The yield rates are the same. It's 0.2 to 1% every day. So every 12 hours, you know you are going to get not less than 0.2 to 1 ONF every 12 hours. Every 12 hours with your 100 tokens, you're getting 0.2 to 1 ONF, which you can withdraw immediately. You go and sell. 1 ONF right now is trading at $31, if I'm not mistaken. $31. If by the time you are climbing it, it is at $100, man, you are good to go. How many of us are still with me? So for this one is for team builders, this particular one, okay? For people who are building communities, because there are also privileges for people who choose to coach and train other people how the program works. So we can conclusively say that every 24 hours, you can get between 0.4 to 2% of your investment. 0.4 to 2% of your investment. How many of us have understood that? Give me a yes if you are still with me. If you are still following, if you've understood that, give me a yes. Give me a yes. Now, can we make this even more practical? Can we make this even more practical? I'm going to go in my Oracle Financial Network system just to put 100 coins and see what they can be potentially in a year. Now, in this system, they provide you a compounding calculator. This calculator shows you what could happen if you lock in your tokens for a chosen period of time. Now, let us say I want to lock in my coins for 1 year. How many coins? I want to lock in 100 coins for 1 good year. I'm going to come in the system and put here the number of coins I want to lock. I want to lock them for 1 year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly, can you imagine? Because of this computing, the power of computing, the power of compounding, 100 coins are going to become 1,844 coins. 1,844 coins. Now, I started the year with 100 coins and I locked them in the system for 1 year. And after 1 year, I have 1,844 coins. If at the time of selling my coins, each coin is, let's say $100, I have made 18,000. But guess what? I've made a lot of money. Ladies and gentlemen, if at the time I am selling my coins, each of that coin, okay, each of that coin is going at the same exact price that I bought it at, which is at the current price is here. The current price is here. It is $31. So if at the time when I'm selling my tokens, after 1 year, I have 1,844, I would have made $57,000. $57,000. So you can multiply this 100 and the 100 tokens times $31. That is the capital I had invested, which I think is around $3,000, 3,100. Now with 3,100, I am capable of making for $57. $57. Now let's go back to our slide. I hope that is very, very clear. Now, ladies and gentlemen, after token creation, you immediately enjoy the yield of prints. There are 2 block explosions per day, and daily block yield is 0.4 to 2%. The principal is released linearly. Now, this is very important. Your capital, when we say principal is released linearly, your investment or your capital does not wait after your staking period for you to come to receive it back. No. Your capital is going to be given back to you every day. As you are receiving your rewards, part of your capital is also given back to you. So at the end of your staking period, all your capital is back. I should also mention that you can withdraw your capital, your released capital, what they have released for you, and your profit anytime you need it. You can withdraw, you can claim them anytime you need it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the second way to participate in the program is through stakes. Here, it is even more flexible. You are given even 24-hour rate period. You can say, for me, I will lock in for only 24 hours. In the stake, here it's exciting. How does it work? I told you in the staking, you basically go on the market where the coins are being traded, like Jucoin, like L-Bank. You buy there, and then you bring them on your token pocket, lock them in the ecosystem of Oracle. And in so doing, they are going to reward you with 0.2 to 1% every 12 hours. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? It's the same concept. What the difference is that in bonds, I am buying from the ecosystem by providing them the liquidity, the USDT. I'm not going on the market. But in stake, I am going in the market. I buy in the market, reduce the supply, and then I bring and lock it in the system. So either way, however, just know, when you buy, remember the project is controlled by all of us, you and me. We decide the price of the coin. If you buy from the L Bank, from the Jucoin, from the exchange, in form of staking, you are increasing the value of the coin. So the price is most likely to rise. If someone came and made a stake of $100,000, all of us here, we shall see the price of the coin shooting up because they have reduced the supply on the market. So I encourage people to do stakes because we all win. We all win. How many of us are still with me? Give me a yes if you are still with me. Okay, I think you've given me the yes already. Give me another one. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2, a 2, a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2, a 2, a 2. So you are basically there. You are sleeping. Coins are increasing. Coins are increasing. Coins are increasing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the conclusion of our presentation, I want you to know that this project is very simple and straightforward. No stories, no complication. You don't need to contact anyone for you to receive your money. You don't need to contact anyone to do withdrawals. But now let me speak to friends who want to build teams. But before I talk about the team building part, let me also just show you a little bit more. What if I staked 10 tokens? Okay, maybe I put my 10 tokens. Right now, 10 tokens would cost you about $310. Okay, so I put in my 10 tokens and I say, I want to keep them for 1 month. I have put my $310 and I keep them for 1 month. Ladies and gentlemen, my 10 tokens are going to give me how many more tokens? My 10 tokens are going to give me how many more tokens? 2 more tokens, 2.7. If the price of the token is still the same at the end of my 1 month, I have made profit of $96 without lifting my finger. What if I keep it in for 3 months? My 10 tokens have given birth to more 10 tokens. It's doubled, literally doubled. Now my capital, my money is going to, if I keep it in there, if you don't do the withdrawal of your token, if you don't climb, they compound. The system looks at them as if they are also capital, even though you can access them anytime. What if I lock them for 1 year? My tokens are going to become 184. They will give birth to 174 more tokens, giving me profit of $5,700. Guys, isn't that good money? I just invested $310. $310. Just imagine. Just imagine. Now, after this presentation, get to the person who invited you, ask them for the link. What is exciting, now, I've had people arguing. No, you see, those people, after commission is when you join, you see, you talk, you hear, they want to make money from you when you join. Do you know that when you join, the person who invited you here is going to be paid $0? Even if you bring $1 million, the person who has invited you here is going to be paid $0 upon registration. Why? Because no one is paid from your capital. Your capital is locked in the system, in the smart contract. We are just sharing. But guess what? The contract says Upon receiving the rewards, the person who invited you will also receive some appreciation. So it means it's a win-win situation. For the one who invited you to win, you have to win. You have to win. So Bernadette is asking, what will I get if I start with 100? Bernadette, you basically just come here, check the price of the token is $30.6. So put $100 divided by 30.6, and you are going to get the number you get, bring it in the calculator. So I assume that should be around how many tokens? I think like 3, right? It should be like 3. You'll get around 3 tokens. So if you put in your 3 tokens right here, should be like 3.3. That is 100 investment, okay? So with your $100 in a year, let's do 1 year. In a year, those tokens are going to be 60. And you have made $1,862, just like that, with $100. Can you imagine? Bernadette, I know she's smiling. Wow, wow, look at her. How does it work if I want to mistake the 12 ONF from the $310 after 1 month? All right, Malcolm, basically what you do, you can just leave them on the system. You know what, guys, what I discovered? If your period ends and you leave your coins there without removing them, the system will continue rewarding you. Hey, if you don't remove them, the system will say, okay, no problem. They continue rewarding you. Okay, please compound for me 205 in a year. All right, so what you do, those should be like 6 coins, okay? Should be like 6 coins. You'll get around 6 coins, if I'm not mistaken, 6.3. So in 1 year, you will have 112 tokens. And those 112 tokens, if price remains the same, they have given you $3,771. That's already like 12, that's like 12 millions Ugandan shilling, 12, 13 million Ugandan shilling, which is very good money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the people who are building teams, let me use 2-3 minutes to also talk to you. Now, if you choose to share this opportunity with other people, first condition, you need to ensure that it is fulfilled. You yourself, you must make sure that your stake is valued at $200 for you to qualify to make money from community building or to get rewards of community building. So your stake should be above 200. However, personally, I recommend you keep your stake above $300. Why? Because this is not fixed. This is not a return on investment where everything is fixed. They promise you heaven and earth, nothing changes. No, it's business. The factors that affect other tokens on the market, this coin also is affected. So sometimes when you put in $200 alone and the value goes down, the coin goes down a bit in price. If the supply has increased, you are going to be required to top up. So wise one would say, I'll put $1,000, $500, so that even if it went down, I am still being able to benefit from the team. Now listen to me carefully. This is a message to team builders. So don't confuse it with those who are just investing. Secondly, the people you are going to introduce, they should have, their value should be above $100. Okay, so their stake should be valued above $100 for them to be counted as a referral. Okay, for them to be counted as a referral. Now, what is going to happen to you as a referee? What happens is if you have a stake of $200, you can make money or you can get rewards from the people you refer directly. How much? You get 20% from their rewards. So let's say it's you, James. This is you, James. James, you've introduced Ashraf. And Ashraf, at the end of the day, he has received 10 tokens. In reward C, 10 ONF. Now, what the system is going to do, it is going to give Ashraf his 10 tokens, but you who introduced him, it is going to give you 2 tokens. 2 tokens. 2 ONF. That's it. It's just as simple as that. So if you have introduced 100 Ashrafus and they are all giving you 2 tokens each, that is 2 tokens times 100 that day. So you are basically making 200 tokens from referring to 100 people. And if each token is trading at $50 or $30, you have made crazy money. Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine? Now, if you up your stake to $400, you are going to start getting even from the people you did not bring. So let's, for example, say you brought me and I brought Chris. So this is you brought Ashraf, and Ashraf brought Chris. So from Ashraf, they give you 20%. From Chris, they will give you 15%. So Chris, the Ashraf is first generation. Chris is second generation. If you bring the third person, if Chris brings another person, this person is going to be third generation. So from the second generation to the third generation, you are going to be able to get up to 15%. 15%. And now this goes up to the 20th generation. They keep expanding. Remember what happens in community building. Your own effort may afford you to bring maybe 10 people. Your own effort. You can bring 10 people by yourself. But remember, if these people are well trained and coached and understood what to do, and each person brings 10 as well, it means the second generation will have 100 people, which makes the volume from the second generation much bigger than the first generation. And if 100 people each bring 10, third generation would have around 1,000 people, which makes the volume here, the 15% of this generation is much bigger than the 15% from the second generation. I believe you're able to understand what I'm saying. Now, what you should know is that for you to earn from these other generations, the requirement of people you bring, you must bring one person at least for you to make from first generation, 2 people from the second generation, 3 people from the third generation. So basically, every generation you want to bring to make money from, you should bring the equivalent of that number. I want to make money from the 5th generation, make sure you have referred at least 5 people yourself. I believe I am very loud and clear. So friends, there are several other ways you are going to make money. We have the ranks. We have also ranks from the M1 up to the M9, where you get to make money from anyone in your community. You get between 1% to 5%. As an M1, you are going to get up to 46 to 60% as an M9. I hope that is very clear. Now, for you to qualify as an M9, M1, you need to stake at least $500 and build at least a line. One line should at least have 30,000 worth of NF token, and the remaining lines should combine to at least $20,000. If you qualify, you are automatically ranked or promoted to M1. And the M1s I've seen, they don't make less than 2 tokens every day. 2 tokens every day. It means the current price of the coin, and M1 could go away. They make a token to 2. They go away with around $60, $40 every day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just for information, when you are doing your climbing, your withdrawals, you'll be charged between 0 to 15% of your profit. They don't charge it from the capital. So they don't charge you from your capital, but from the profit. So for you to reduce this percentage to 0%, just refer someone. Every person you refer, it reduces the percentage, the 15% with 1. So if you refer 15 people, you are not going to be charged any handling fee. Okay. Now, where does the 15% tokens they are charging us go? Remember, this is a smart contract. Everything is open. Everything is straightforward. So this 15%, 20% of it goes to subsidy, promoting events and all that. It goes there. And then 30% goes to what we call the weighted dividends, where people who have referred 21 persons get in a pool and they share it. And the remaining 50% is burnt to reduce the supply, hence increasing the value. So I hope this project is making sense to you. Testimonies are all over. People have staked, people are making money, people are making money every day. You are the only person who has not yet staked. Trust me, trust me, trust me on that. So these are just testimonies upon testimonies, and this is a utility project. There is value. There is something that the project is doing. So it's not just a hype. We are not hyping ourselves. We are not doing something that doesn't have a user case. These guys are having serious projects that they are handling that will bring value, that will make the token go up in price. Just take a look on their DAO program, on their when we get here in the ecosystem, we see that they are coming up with several things. Okay, I think there is global pay. I'm looking for Oracle Pay. Yeah, you can see they're coming up with what we call the Oracle credit card and Visa card, where you can use their card to pay or buy things online. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Reaching this point, I want to appreciate every single person that has sticked around till the end of the presentation. I want to believe that you have understood how the program works. Please get back to the person who has invited you in this event. They are going to guide you on how the program works. We are here to coach you. We are here to mentor you every step of the way. This presentation happens every day, Monday to Friday at exactly 9 p.m. East African Standard Time. So I hope I've answered most of your questions. Someone is asking, when do I earn 0.2 and when do I earn 1%? Well, when I say 0.2 to 1%, I basically mean the profit or the rewards you are getting are in that range. Okay, they are in that range. So what determines how much you earn is the production rate. The block production rate is going to determine how much you earn that day. So with that said, thank you so much. Samula, please get back the person who shared you the link to the event. If you don't have someone who shared you the link, then perhaps you can check out on the leaders on this call. All right, you can check out on the leaders on this call. Thank you so much, Francis. Get back to the person who invited you. There has been a recording of this event on our YouTube channel, Crypto Ambassadors. Feel free to go and do a watch. Just leave VST. If you have questions, we are here to guide and support you. Please send us the link to join the community and enable us to invest. Tekino CL6. Thank you so much, Tekino. Please get back to the person who invited you. They will be able. I think, Simon, you can please share the link to the WhatsApp group for people to join. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Have a good evening and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Wednesday.
Yeah,
It's a
thank you
Thursday.
very
Bye-bye.
much, Coach Ashraf. We really appreciate everything that we have shared with us here. Colleagues, those who have stuck here to this training and you have learned, now take action. If you have been invited by me on any of the WhatsApp groups where I posted the link, it's okay. Feel free to come to my inbox of WhatsApp, and I keep taking you through step by step until to success. And let's get in touch. Let's learn. Let's make the money, man. There is a lot of money in Oracle. Oracle to the moon. And I all friends who are within Uganda, northern Uganda, Bunyoro region, Masindi, Hoima, we are gonna have a trip this weekend to Gulu, and probably if time of more time and resources allow, we'll make stopovers maybe around Jinja. Okay, that entire region, sincerely, and also where Masindi, Chigumba, and have as many more physical meetings as possible, and also do a very big meeting in Gulu town on Saturday. And every other areas within Uganda, we will keep going, we will keep moving, we'll keep really preaching the gospel of Oracle and growing our team, both physically and online. So let's get in touch, all of us on your respective WhatsApp groups. Get back to the leader who posted the link for this Zoom meeting and get to the inbox, or if I'm the one who posted the link for the Zoom meeting on the WhatsApp group where you are, yes, come to my inbox. Let me guide you through step by step so that we can become successful together. Thank you very much. And in the morning, In the morning? Yes. This gentleman, morning, sir. When you're coming, I'm waiting for you here in New Zealand. Yes. Shazad Sakim. Let's connect. Let's connect on WhatsApp. Let's connect on WhatsApp and talk more how we can grow a big team in New Zealand. I'm very, 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 very much interested in Auckland or that entire area. Sincerely, I have so many friends that in that area. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for the meeting, for the training, and for attendance. And tomorrow, same time, early morning at 8 a.m. Ugandan time, we will do another one. And again at 10 a.m. Ugandan time, we'll also do another one. So let's be always there and learn more and practice more. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Same time in the evening, but there will be earlier trainings. One will be at 8 a.m. Ugandan time, another one at 10 a.m. Ugandan time. Have a good time and God bless.